Hello friends, welcome to another episode on A to Z Home and Garden with your Kalyan. Hope you are all having a fantastic day. If you are liking my videos, please do subscribe, like, share with your friends, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you get notifications. And once you hit that like button, um, it helps with the channel reach larger audience. So please do hit the like button if you are really liking my videos. And without further delay, let's go into today's topic. And in today's topic, I'm going to cover some tips on how to grow loads of mint in your garden, and also the care that you should be taking, and how to prune it and stuff like that. So let's get started. See, behind me here is a mint patch that I grew. This same patch here is about 8 years old. And number one thing that you need to understand with mint is how it grows. So if you see here, here you have this underground runners, and these runners, they stick to the ground. They develop root and they send a shoot out. Okay, that is how mint grows. You got to understand one thing: if you cannot contain mint on the ground, this is a weed plant. I would say if you cannot contain it, or if you cannot stop the runners, then the best thing to do is to grow mint in containers. I had this patch for, like I said, 8 years, and I've been successfully able to control it. And if you cannot control, what happens is there are runners that start here, and before you know, there's something that grows here, right? So you don't want that to happen. Before you see a shoot, the runner goes all the way. It can travel even meet like almost 3 4 10 foot before you could see the shoot. And all that is going to take up your garden. So anytime you see a shoot behind the contained area. So how did I contain it? Okay, here I have some plastic boards that I put. They're like 6-inch boards, and this is how the board looks. This is a garden edge. Okay, and what I did is, in my case, in when I grow mint, I put the whole thing in the ground. So this part that you're seeing here, except the lip, this is the entire thing is into the ground. So I that is how I contain my mint. And if you see, even after that containment, if you see, it has crossed the border, so this should go. Anything that crosses this border, right, this is my border here, so anything that crosses this border, I keep pulling out. I do not want it to interfere with other plants. So if you see, here, it's almost crossed. So here I have to contain it. Now I have to take off all this mint, this part. I need to seriously consider trimming it. Now the second thing you want to do is, mint is a very versatile plant. Okay, and the location is very important for mint. I am in North Texas, and my temperatures in the summer reach close to 100, and it feels like 110 sometimes. And mint, it does very good in both shaded and sunny spots in your garden, but it cannot take the heat. Mine is actually in a very bad spot. It is it 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 gets a lot of afternoon sun, which it should not. So my mint in this spot, it does not do good in summer. The peak summer, it does not do good. Only only spring, up until June or mid of June, I get mint. And after August, when it cools down a bit, that is when I get it. So tip number 2 is, in the beginning of spring, you just just fertilize it once with organic fertilizer. All I do is I put compost in here, okay, and that is the only thing, only fertilizer that I do. This does not require much fertilizer either. I mean, the problem is, if you in my earlier videos I told you leafy greens need a lot of nitrogen rich fertilizer, but with mint, once you give it high nitrogen, right, what it's going to do is it's going to send out huge leaves. The growth is going to I mean, look amazing, but the flavor decreases. And also, if you're putting too much nitrogen, and it is an invitation for aphids. Aphids can smell nitrogen. That's I mean, I've read that somewhere, and I'm just sharing that with you. Do not feed it too much nitrogen. You feed it once, okay, either when it's dormant in the fall, completely dormant, gone for the winter. You think it's gone, it's not gone, so you feed it then, or the beginning of spring. That is the only two times you feed it, okay, one of these times, and you're set for the year. So don't overfeed your mint. And one more thing, to get a good crop or good yield of mint here, mint like this, is you want to prune your mint, okay. Pruning encourages I mean, air circulation, and also it keeps the pests and the moths away. The one thing is, moths uh, tend to I mean, lay eggs in very bushy plants, and this is the perfect spot for them to lay eggs. So you want to actually cut this, I mean, prune it uh, to the ground. So when you prune it, right, when you prune it, go heavy. It's not going to do anything to the plant, okay. Go heavy. When I say heavy, you want to get to the bottom, the most, the the part which is touching the ground here, and just prune it off. Prune it off. It's not going to hurt. I'm not going to prune right now. So this is a uh, worm that is eating on my mint. If you see, I'm going to pick it up. I'm not going to use anything on my mint, but I'm just going to pick it for video purpose. And it's easy. I mean, once you see those, I mean, um, it, you can just squish it and throw it away. So that's all I do. And here's another bug that I caught. I mean, that's a small grasshopper, and that's been doing all this holes on here. The damage that you see is from these uh, little grasshoppers that I found lately. And these, I just pick it off. I mean, it's hard to catch this because they keep jumping all over, and it's very hard to catch this. And I don't worry much because this plant is very I would say versatile plant, and it can take care of it. Even if I lose a couple of leaves, I'm not worried. But I don't want to put anything on here. And if the infestation or anything gets worse, the only thing that I'm going to put here is a tablespoon of neem oil to a gallon of water, and 10 drops of Dawn dish detergent, and I would just mix it in there and spray it on this, and that would take care of any pest problem, okay. It can invade your garden so bad that I have a small hole in my bed, and look how it's trying to get out of there. And if I leave this, okay, the first thing it would do is slowly creep into my garden here, and it will take up the entire space here. So you don't want to do that. I mean, you want to watch this very carefully, okay. And do not hesitate to take off the runners. You want to dig the runners, pull them off until your contained area. You and if you cannot contain it, or you don't have the time, do not put it in the ground, period. Do not. Just put it in a pot, and you can leave it outside even at minus I mean negative temperatures. It won't die, and it will last a lifetime. And one more thing you want to do with your mint is you want to water it frequently, because mint loves, I wouldn't say wet food, but it loves to be moist. And the way you find out is you separate this, go to the ground level. I mean, separate a patch here, go to the ground level and stick your uh, finger here. I mean, if it's moist, if you feel it moist, I mean, you're good. If you don't, then I would say give it a drink. About it needs to be moist, not too wet. So that is all the care that you take to maintain a healthy patch of mint, and harvest boatloads of mint in your garden. If that is all I have in this video. If you are liking my videos, please do subscribe, like, and share it with your friends, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. And when you hit the like button, I mean, it helps with the algorithm and helps the channel reach more people. Please do hit the like button, and it helps me a lot. Thank you all for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video.